What's up guys, and welcome to the final week of Season 17 in Low Fuel Motorsports. This week we're at Sebring with the Mazda MX-5 Cup, and this is one of the most challenging tracks I've ever driven with this car. It is such a beautiful display of car control, and it demands a lot of precision and smoothness from the drivers. And I have to thank you all for the amazing amount of support for the entire season, with the innumerous amount of memberships that we've gotten, the huge amount of students that have worked so hard with me for improvements, and helping me beat my goal of 3,000 Discord members. Thank you so much, and don't forget to like and comment on this video to celebrate another full season of track guides. Now let's get into it. Coming into turn 1, brake super gently as soon as the pit wall ends and lead the car on a very smooth trajectory, aiming to apex this corner relatively late and without having to fight the front tires for grip on the exit. Brake just over the 200 board and keep the car in third gear throughout the corner. The key here is to really resist the urge to turn in too soon, because the apex of this corner has a really pointy curb, making the track a lot narrower than it seems like. And if you decide to attack the curbs, this car will not deal that very well around this track. Make use of the entire track width on entry and start turning in as soon as the outside curb ends. Carry speed very deep into the turn by coasting or having a small amount of brake, because our minimum speed point through this turn is a lot later than it might seem like at first. The key here is to have a good exit without using the curb on the inside or getting on the gravel at the exit. Into the hairpin, brake hard and in a straight line about a car length after the 300 board. It's super important to have a point and shoot approach to this corner, because if you brake relatively early and try to carry speed through it, the most likely scenario to find yourself in is to get stuck at the apex and not be able to get on throttle at the exit. And ideally, we want to stay off the gravel at the small chicane right after this turn, because that gravel slows the car down by a huge amount. Brake hard in between the 300 and 200 boards and try to carry as much speed as you can in third gear without touching any of the curbs. Start braking once this darker shade of tarmac begins, and resist the urge to turn in too soon. It is super important to keep going straight for quite some time before turning in, because same case as turn 2, the curb around this apex is very pointy and it can upset the balance of the car quite heavily. Your goal throughout this entire section should be to take it as fast as you can, but without messing up your line for the final right-hander. So this is all about maximizing track limits and staying on the edge of the track before every corner. Remember that nothing can be gained here if that means that you got a poor setup into the back straight. So keep everything in check and focus on the final exit. into the infamous last turn, start braking gently just before the darker part of the track turns into that clear concrete, and focus on getting a lot of a rotation done early on into the corner, because the big bump around the apex will severely punish you if you take it with too much throttle application or too much steering input. So take it head on and project a strong exit into the final straight. So that was a lap around Sebring with the Mazda MX-5 Cup, and I hope you enjoyed another full season of track guides here in Low Fuel Motorsports. Thank you so much for the amazing support and enjoy the hot lap.